Let me say something out loud that a lot of buyers are thinking, but almost no one admits. I feel left behind, behind in life, behind compared to friends, behind compared to siblings, behind compared to people on Instagram who seem to be closing on homes every 5 minutes, right? And here's the part that no one says out loud. There's shame attached to that feeling. Shame for not buying earlier, shame for waiting, shame for not figuring it out sooner, shame for feeling like you missed out on some invisible deadline. And I want you to hear this clearly that feeling is incredibly common and it's not a reflection of your intelligence, your effort, or your worth. Most buyers don't walk into the process feeling confident. They walk in carrying stories about where they should have been, stories about what they should have done by now. And, those stories can quietly sabotage your confidence before you even begin. So let's talk about where this I'm behind narrative actually came from because it didn't just appear out of nowhere. A lot of it is cultural, and we've been told a very linear timeline. You graduate, you get a job, you buy a house by a certain age and you do it one time, do it perfectly. But real life, it doesn't work like that. Careers change, relationships shift, people go back to school, people move to cities, people support family members, people recover from breakups, illnesses, burnout, or just life. And then there's the market itself. No one could have ever predicted rising prices, interest rates swinging, pandemics, economic uncertainty. So when someone says, I should have bought 5 years ago, what they're really saying is, I wish I had today's information back then. But that's not how time works. You didn't fail a test. You didn't miss a deadline. You made the best decisions you could with the information, the stability, and the resources you had at the time. And that's not being behind. That's being human. Why comparison kills confidence? Comparison is one of the most dangerous things for buyers, especially in the age of social media, because you're not comparing reality to reality. You're comparing your full financial picture, your responsibilities, your fears, your timing to someone else's highlight reel. You don't see their deep or their help, with family, their debt, their stress, their compromises, their private struggles. You just see the keys, the posts, the smile. And when you compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 12, confidence disappears. And here's the truth most people don't tell you. Readiness matters more than age. Stability matters more than speed. Alignment matters more than timing. Buying before you're ready doesn't put you ahead. It often puts you under pressure. And there's nothing powerful about rushing into a mortgage that doesn't fit your life. And how do you shift out of the I'm behind mindset? You re-anchor to your timeline. And here's how. First, pause the comparison. Just because someone else bought earlier doesn't mean their path is your path. Second, ask better questions. Am I financially aware more than I was before? Am I more emotionally grounded? Do I understand that I actually want in a home and a lifestyle? Growth counts, even when it doesn't show up as a closing date. Third, reframe the goal. Homeownership isn't a race. It's a decision that should support your life, not pressure it. And finally, trust this. You're not late. You're on your timeline. The right move at the wrong time is still the wrong move. The right move at the right time changes. If you're listening to this and you're quietly thinking, I wish I were further along, I want you to hear this. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not running out of time. You're learning. You're preparing. You're becoming a more confident decision maker. And that matters more than a date on a calendar. When you buy from a place of clarity instead of pressure, the experience feels completely different. So take a breath, release the shame, and trust the season because readiness beats rushing every single time. If you are ready to make that move, please give me a call. Again, my name is Kathleen Barreau for Pristine Green Financial Solutions, and I can be reached at 786-253-0211. You were listening to another installment of Mortgage Minutes with Kat. Thank you guys and enjoy your